Hi everybody, this is Charlie and I'm going to do a movie review for you today, and the movie I would love to review is Friday the 13th. Now this is a reboot of the 1980 film. It's a reimagining, a completely different story. And it was released on February the 13th, 2009. It's got a 5.6 out of 10 on IMDb, 25% on Rotten Tomatoes, and that is way too fucking low. It really is. This movie deserves a much higher rating, in my opinion. It really does. This movie is awesome. I can't decide between this and the Friday the 13th, the final chapter, as to which one is my favourite out of the series. I can't really decide as to which one is my favourite out of the two. Now, it was directed by Marcus Nispel and produced by Michael Bay. And Michael Bay also does the Transformers movies, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And Michael Bay also did The Rock and A Nightmare on Elm Street 2010 reboot. He also did that. Now it stars Jared Padalecki. He plays Clay Miller. Now the plot of the movie is these teenagers and go for a camp at Camp Crystal Lake or near it. I think it was actually at it, and they get killed off one by one by Jason. That's the plot of the movie. Now, it also he plays Vic. As I said, also stars Danielle Panabaker as Jenna. She plays the girlfriend of Trent, and Trent is the asshole of the movie. And Amanda Rigetti as Whitney Miller. She plays the sister of Clay Miller. Travis Van Winkle as Trent. As I said, he's the asshole of the movie. Aaron Yo as Chewie. He's a likable guy. Derek Mears as Jason Voorhees. And Derek Mears does a really great job as Jason in this movie. He really does. He's scary. He's intimidating. This Jason runs. He sets up traps. And he has his own lair underneath the ground. Also stars Jonathan Sadowski as Wade. He gets killed within the first 20 or so minutes. Juliana Gill as Bray. Ben Feldman as Richie. He also gets killed within the first 20 something minutes. Arlen Escobar, I think that's how you say it, as Lawrence. Ryan Hansen as Nolan. Willa Ford as Chelsea. Nick Mennel as Mike. America Olivo as Amanda. And there's some other actors and actresses. Now, this movie borrows from the first, second, third, and fourth movies, because in this movie, in the beginning, Jason wears a potato sack over his head, just like he does in the second one. And he gets the infamous hockey mask after a little while in this movie, just like in the third one. Now, it is also the writers, excuse me, the writers, give me a second, folks. The writers were Damien Shannon, and the screenplay was done by Mark Swift. And this movie goes to about 101 minutes, and it goes by really quickly, I reckon. Some people complain that this movie is a bit slow. I don't really find it to be that slow, in my opinion. It's a little bit, but it's not that damn slow. And the kills are great in this movie. The body count is about 13. 13 of which are killed by Jason. My favourite kill would have to be the machete to the head, which was Richie. He's the one who copped it. I forgot to mention the budget was about I think, $19 million. And the box office made about $92.7 million worldwide. And it's the 12th installment in the series, even though it's a reboot. This movie's just fantastic. I don't know why people hate it so much. I don't know. I don't understand the hatred that this movie gets. Honestly, if there's one complaint that I have to have about this movie, it is the lighting. Some of the lighting in this movie can be a bit dark. It's a bit hard to see what's going on in some parts. But other than that, I don't see what's so bad about this movie, folks. So it takes what's her name, Whitney Miller as a hostage, presumably because she reminds him of his mother. And in the beginning of the movie, he witnesses his mother being beheaded by a camp counselor, and that's why he takes his revenge on these people, on these kids that go to Camp Crystal Lake, that that go into his territory. What else can I say about this movie? It was the production company was Paramount Pictures. Paramount Pictures also did the first 8 Friday the 13th movies. So that did the first 8. First 8 Friday the 13th movies. Now this, I think I already said this, but this Jason runs and he sets up a bear trap. Oh yeah, I think I already said that. Sorry folks. It's also the producer from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which from 2003. And that's Michael Bay. I already mentioned Michael Bay, but I didn't mention that he also did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 2003. And I think I already said that I enjoyed this much more than the original. I don't know if I said that, but I enjoyed this much more than the original because better kills, better atmosphere. It's a bit of a longer movie. It's never really too boring. And yeah. So yeah, that's all I've got to say, folks. I'll see you all later. Bye bye.